Alright guys, so we are on day 2 still. We're on Unit 1, Lesson 2. And today, with this video, we're going to talk about angles. Alright, so again, we're on the basic stuff here. An angle is formed by two rays with the same endpoint. The rays are considered the vertex of the angle. I'm sorry, the rays are the... This is why you write in pen, folks, or pencil. The rays are the sides. The endpoint is the vertex. So, if I'm going to make an angle, I've got to create two rays that emanate from the same endpoint. So, I have ray BA and I have ray BC, and I've made angle ABC. Now, there are three ways that you can name an angle. You can name it by its vertex. So the angle at right is angle B. You can name it using three letters. So you could say this is angle ABC. You could also say it's angle CBA. Or sometimes you have a little number inside of it, and you can name it by that number inside of it. So this is angle 1. So I want you guys to create another angle and label it angle DEF. And then also number it angle 2. If my angle is going to be DEF, the vertex has to be E, and the sides are ED and EF. Angle DEF. And then this is angle 2. Alright, so we have a couple practice questions down here. It says name the vertex of angle 4. So remember, a vertex is 1 point. What 1 point classifies angle 4? Well, angle 4, if I trace it, goes from S to T and T to U. So the vertex is point T. Question 2 says name the sides of angle 5. S to T and T to W. Well, if the vertex is T, that has to be the first letter of both my answers. What two rays make up angle 5? Ray TS and ray TW. And then it says write another name for angle WVT. WVT. Well, based on what we learned up here, I could flip the letters. So I could say angle TVW. I could just go by the vertex, angle V, or I could use the number, angle 2. This has been a quick review on how you name angles and what pieces make up an angle. So remember, an angle is made up of a vertex, that's the center part, and then it's made up of two rays that create the sides. Another thing that we want to make sure we understand is how we classify angles. If an angle is 90 degrees, and that's the one that looks like this, it's said to be right. Should have a box that denotes that, and its measure will be 90 degrees. If an angle is less than 90 degrees, so if the value is between 0 and 90, it's said to be acute. And so it'll look like this. Less than a 90. If the value is greater than 90, but less than 180, it's said to be obtuse. And so it should look bigger than a right angle. And notice how I put the little circles in there to define them as angles that are not a right angle. And then finally, if an angle is exactly 180 degrees, it makes up a straight line. So take a real quick second, pause the video, Find these three angles and classify them as right, acute, or obtuse. Okay, so hopefully that was pretty easy. NPR is obtuse, RPN is right, and NPS is acute. Angles that have the same measure are considered to be congruent angles. And you'll know they have the same measure if, like, for example, RPS had this marker and NPS, sorry about that, but if RPS has this marker and NPS also has that marker, angle RPS is congruent to angle NPS. Okay? So this helps us out with the angle addition postulate. If point B is in the middle of an angle, so let's draw an angle. And let's put point B in the middle. Let's name the angle the way they say. If I draw a line from O to B, if this is angle 1 and this is angle 2, then angle 1 plus angle 2 together is going to equal angle AOC. So for example, if angle 1 is 40 degrees and angle 2 is 30 degrees, then angle AOC is 70 degrees. Okay, just falls in line with what we did in the line segment addition. So let's draw another example. This is a right angle. And we'll go ahead and call it AOC just for the sake of simplicity. And we'll put a B right here in the middle. AOC is how many degrees? 90. This is angle 1. This is angle 2. If angle 1 is 50 degrees, how many degrees is angle 2? Well, if AOC is 90 and AOB is 50, then BOC has to be 40. Okay? Let's do it with an obtuse. Real quick. AOC. Let's put B over here. If angle AOC, we don't even know how much it is. Let's say that this is 92 degrees and this is 35. How many degrees is angle AOC? Well, we're going to add 92 plus 35. And so angle AOC is 127. Obviously, you can also do this with algebra, and we'll get into that in the work today. The work today is page 15, 6 through 13, and page 17, 1 through 5. The advanced problems with the algebra are what I want you to get into with me. But if you can come into class today with these two videos watched, we'll talk about the main concepts in the first 10 minutes, and then we'll get into the workbook problems. And then hopefully you'll be able to start the next videos at the end of class today. So, and like I said, please try as many of these problems as you can. See you guys in class.